Jerry Jones was asked about how soon a final decision on signing Odell Beckham Jr. would be made by the Cowboys. Jerry said, quote, "I don't want to talk about it, but stand by." Jerry also expanded on Odell, saying, quote, "Great players make great plays. Great ones make exceptional plays. And so I hope we advance here. We're a handful of great plays, if I may be arm waving about it, could be the difference in a world championship." All right. Shannon, walk me through this one. What do you make of Jerry's comments?
Jerry seems like he has a big infatuation with Odell, and Odell got his hooks in him, and he can't let him go. For whatever reason, Skip, he's just like, I've seen this guy, what he did with the Giants. I saw what I saw last year in Tampa in the playoff run, with the Rams in the playoff run, especially at Tampa when he went for 9 for over 100 yards.
113, yeah.
And then he had 2 catches in the Super Bowl, Skip, with the touchdown, and it seemed he was having a big day. And Jerry said, you know what? If I can just get that for one game. If I can just get that for one game, that might be the difference in putting us over the top. So I'm willing to take that opportunity. Now, the question, Skip, and when I look at T.Y., I look at T.Y. as this year.
Yeah.
Short term.
Yeah.
I believe he looks at Odell and says, this is a long term. And so I believe Odell says, look, I'm done being a Kentucky freshman, being one and done. I want some roots. I want something that I can set up shop and call this home. Now, it might not be home forever, but it's going to be home at least temporarily for my football career. And I think that's what he's looking at. But it seems to me, Skip, that Jerry Jones has his eye on Odell. Skip, you know, sometimes you get your eye on something no matter what, and you can't take your eye off it. Jerry Jones has his eye on Odell, and he can't take his eye off him because he talks about him continuously. So am I going to be surprised now after hearing him talk ad nauseum about what Odell could possibly do and what he could possibly bring? And if, you know, you get that and great players make this and exceptional players do that, would I be surprised if Odell end up signing with the Cowboys? I would not.
Okay. To all your points, all of them very valid. This is what I was told last night, that Jerry won't take no for an answer, that Odell has come around, that Odell is now getting excited about wearing that star on his helmet because that's what Jerry is selling to him. You belong here, as I keep saying on the show. You were born to play for the Dallas Cowboys at some point in your career. So to your point about the money, which is the biggest issue, what I'm told is Jerry is selling him right now on, I can pay you around $1 million, which is not a lot of bucks because he wants $20 million, but I can pay you $1 million to come rehab with us, in-house with our training staff, just so you can be with us.
Right.
Because Jerry wants, listen.
Because Odell is rehabbing in Arizona or something, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Okay, so that's
I
why
don't know if he comes to L.A. and to do some of it, but he's rehabbing on his own, with his own people. And by the way, it was pointed out to me, he is paying out of his own pocket for that rehab. And as you know, it can be expensive. Yes. So Jerry's trying to sell him on, please come and be with us so you can get to know all the fellas. You can hang out in the locker room.
The playbook.
And trust me, Jerry is infatuated.
Right.
Jerry believes in rare people, in special people, and he has decided that Odell is among the rarest he's encountered. And this, I'm talking about on and off the field. So his quote yesterday at the league meeting was, great players make great plays. Great ones make exceptional plays. So I hope we advance here where a handful of great plays, if I may wave my arms about that's a Jerryism, could be the difference in a world championship. What he is selling Odell on, even if you might get, if somehow we make it to the Super Bowl, if you could somehow be there for us in the Super Bowl and make one big play that turned the game.
Malcolm Butler made one play.
He did.
It changed his life forever.
Yeah, it changed their life.
It's going to be one play.
Yep. It changed Seattle's life.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
They were never the same after that one play.
And so that's what Jerry's banking on.
Okay. And I do believe in that theory. I get it. It's the longest of shots that they're going to get to the Super Bowl and he's going to be ready, because I've also been told there's virtually no way he's going to be ready to play even if Dallas advances
I'll
to
take that $1
Phoenix.
million to go rehab.
Okay. All right. Well, that's the point. But I'm also told that Odell is going back to Jerry and telling him, okay, we have a bond here that we're developing. So I need your word that after I rehab and now that I'm going into the springtime and I'm ready to actually participate, I need that bag.
Right.
And Jerry's saying, I will take care of you. And my experience with Jerry Jones is he will take care of you because, listen, once you become one of his, it is for life. Once you become like a son to him, and this is one of those.
Right.
Like there's some who are not like a son.
Yeah.
Like Dak is not like a son.
No.
I can tell you this. Micah, not like a son. No. Hasn't clicked like that.
I think the thing is, and we've always saw this, Skip, Dak has always kept Jerry at an arm's distance. He's always Heisman posed him.
Yep.
Mike is going to be the same way. They're not going to give him a hometown Dallas Cowboys star on my helmet discount.
Nope.
Michael's going to want that bag, a big bag.
He is, and I'm pretty sure he's going to get it. He will command it.
Yes.
And yet, in this case, if I'm Odell, I would trust Jerry on this one.
For sure.
Yeah. Just go ahead and take the plunge here because if somehow a miracle occurs that you could start feeling fresh enough and healthy enough to get some pep back in your step enough that if they do get on some magic carpet ride roll and they somehow make it to the NFC Championship game, could you maybe contribute that day?
Maybe.
2 weeks after that? If they win that, I'm just pieing in the sky right now, but could you maybe? Well, Jerry's trying to maximize his chances as that window, obviously, as I thought after last year, it might have shut, but it's still open, and all of a sudden, things are looking pretty good.
Skip, I don't know if Odell wants to do TV after his playing career is over. We see what happened with the Cowboys quarterbacks from Dandy Don, Troy, Tony Romo.
Yep.
But the Stars seem to do really well off the field in Dallas.
They do.
The opportunities, and for the most part, I don't know very many Dallas Cowboys that played for the Cowboys for a significant period of time that don't live in Dallas. And that's not always the case with all the teams. Everybody doesn't know.
Where does Dion make his home?
He in Texas.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna say but he in Texas.
But it's in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
The suburbs. Yeah. So this is an opportunity. Hey, if I'm Odell, I'm gonna say, Jerry, this is what I need, bro. I'm gonna need you some of them contacts. I'm gonna need some of them people that you know that you do business with.
And he will.
That's what I'm gonna need. Because it's not just about the football. Hey, the football is the football. I'm trying to get generational wealth. I got a little man. And hopefully one day he gonna have a little man that's gonna make me a granddad. And so I'm just trying to set up, I'm just trying to stack bags. So we straight for a long time.
Okay. So Jerry believes in Odell's mystique, in his aura, in his mere presence.
He loves stars.
Yeah,
he's
a star. Like Odell has star quality.
Yeah.
Yet you know Odell off camera. He's reserved. He's quiet spoken. He doesn't come across. There's no diva in him off camera at all. He's extreme. He's almost humble to a fault. It's like shockingly humble.
Right. I think the people see the persona on the field, the catches and everything, and they think he's like that off the field.
No. So that has really impressed Jerry that he's easy to get along with and he's fun to be around because he's highly intelligent and he has a great sense of understated humor that appeals to Jerry. And he speaks in his own Jerryisms that appeal to Jerry. He makes analogies. Odell's got a deep thinking brain going. So the point is, it's actually a good click, and my gut is that it's going to happen just for rehab. So I can't get too carried away with it because the odds of him contributing this year are, I don't know, 2% maybe.
But you got him on your team.
Yeah.
So if by some miraculous they get some magical clay and vinegar and the knee heals,
maybe.
He might go out there and give you, Skip, if it's a first down catch, if it's a catch that keeps the drive alive, that later the Cowboys parlay that into a touchdown and you win the championship game or the Super Bowl, wherever the case may be, you're hoping for one play. And I think when you sign a guy at this time of the year, you're not expecting no games. No. You're expecting a play.
A play. And yet, I think Jerry is hoping that if Odell gets with the fellas and gets caught up in the momentum of it and almost the euphoria, if they could beat Philadelphia on Christmas Eve, and all of a sudden he gets swept up in being a Cowboy and watching the excitement around him, that it will help him heal a little faster and start feeling a little better, because as you well know with the injuries you've dealt with, a lot of it's just in your head.
Yeah.
If you decide in your head, I'm going to get better, and you feel better about your surroundings.
Oh, the positive thoughts definitely help. Even the doctors even tell you that. You got to
do. Yeah. So here we go. And when I thought it was done, that's why Jerry said yesterday, this thing could break. Stand by, because he knows that Odell is right there.
Right. This week, next week, after Christmas. If you had to put a time, like, what do you think after Christmas?
I mean, the feeling I got last night is that Jerry wants to do it today.
I took why I say, is it imminent? You know, Jerry likes to use the term imminent.
Well, unfortunately, he used it once about a Dak contract, and it took, two more years?
Yeah, he might need to stay away from that word imminent.
Yeah. Well, this one feels, quote unquote, imminent.
Okay.
Here we go.
So that push y'all over the hump? Y'all, that's a done deal? Y'all Super Bowl champs?
I don't know.
OBJ watch continues, guys.
No.
Be in Phoenix with Cowboy Nation.
No.
Woo.
Eagles Nation.
Yeah. Let's move on, gentlemen. A little bit less pleasant of a topic, unfortunately.